Feeding of your strawberries is extremely essential because strawberries are heavy feeders. Therefore, they require the right minerals delivered at the right time. This is extremely important in strawberries. Make sure that your soil is as fertile as possible. We recommend that you add soil and manure when you are making your seed bed. Use manure at the rate of 3:1, that is 3 parts soil, 1 part manure. Make sure you use the right manure that is well matured and doesn't have white streaks, because that's manure that is moldy and it's not as effective. So when you're planting, you need to apply a fertilizer that is rich in phosphorus. So we recommend you plant with 23-23. After 2 weeks, after you have done this, you should be able to encourage strong shoot development. The objective is to develop as many shoots and as fast as possible until you reach 75% of the canopy cover. During this time, you remove all the flowers so that your crop can concentrate on foliar development, that is the shoots and the leaves, in readiness for production later on. If you allow the flowers to produce at this time, then you will get slower shoot development and therefore you'll get less production. During this time, you should apply fertilizer that will help the shoots development, and therefore we recommend 16-16 or 17-17 NPK fertilizer. This can be applied 2 weeks after germination and moving forward. This is also the best time to introduce Harmony. Harmony is an organic foliar feed that is very rich in fulvic acid, and this one will boost the shoot development as quickly and as maximally as possible. So you can apply Harmony at the rate of 40 milliliters per 20 liter. You can do this every 2 weeks. That is fine until you get your targeted shoot development of 75% of the canopy growth. When you achieve this target, it's now time to begin the flower development leading to fruit development, so you can start harvesting your strawberries. At this time, it's critical to provide the crop with potassium, magnesium and calcium. You can look for foliar feeds. There are plenty on the market. Look for those that have these elements. You can boost your calcium by using eggshells that are ground. You can also look for diatomite earth, which is also rich in calcium and magnesium. Continue with your Harmony, because Harmony also has polysaccharides which will help your flowers and your fruits to be strong and to have good quality, and also to avoid flower abortion and also fruit drop. You cannot overdose on Harmony, the more the better. Once you develop your fruits, then ensure that you harvest your fruits at least once a day so that you can continue to encourage more fruit development. Pruning of the strawberries is also extremely important. You need to ensure that you remove dead leaves or diseased leaves, and also you remove the old stolons, that is the old bearing branches after you have harvested your crop. It's also good to ensure that you don't have too much foliar material underneath, so that the canopy has enough space to allow the fruits and the stolons to grow and produce more fruits. So what are some of the diseases that you come across in your strawberries? Botrytis is a fungal disease. The leaves look as if they've got rotten patches, and they will continue rotting, and it even affects the fruits. You can control this by applying rhodazine. Control them as soon as you start planting, and control them regularly. You will also come across a disease that is known as anthracnose or leaf spot. Again, for this disease, you can control it by application of stage. Apply stage at the rate of 10 or 15 milliliters per 20 liter. whenever you see any sign of the disease about to attack your crop. What are the insects that are likely to be a nuisance to your strawberries? The thrips will attack the flowers and you will see deformed fruits, and they will also refuse to get the right color. So they'll remain whitish and deformed. That is sometimes due to thrip attack. If you have problems with thrips, and also aphids will also attack your strawberries, especially when it's warm and wet. If you have such problems, you can apply Alphacin. Alphacin is a product that has a very short PHI of just 3 to 4 days. You can apply it at the rate of 10 milliliters per 20 liter, and you should be able to control your thrips and your aphids. During extremely warm weather, you may get a problem of mites in your strawberries. If you look under the leaf, you will see some webbing material and tiny spots of red insects quickly moving around. These are very destructive and they can cause your crop to be wiped out. So if you get that problem, you can apply Romectin. Apply Romectin. This one works against mites very effectively. You can apply it at the rate of 20 milliliters per 20 liter. You may also be attacked by grubs and other harmful soil pests, soil worms. So if this happens, be careful because they come with your manure and you may not see them at that time, but later on as the eggs hatch in the manure, you'll get grubs which will destroy your roots. So make sure that you can spray Jackpot, which is also good if you spray it on the soil at the rate of about 15 milliliters per 20 liter of water. Another nuisance to strawberries, which is also very destructive, is birds. Of course, the strawberries are very sweet and birds will be tempted to come and invade your shamba. We do not recommend that you use anything toxic to poison them. You just need to find a good way to scare them off. You can use simple things like shiny materials, hang them on your farm so that when the wind blows, it makes noise, or the light as it shines will scare the birds away. This is very simple but effective as a means of controlling birds on your farm. Remember, you can use netting if the birds become too much of a nuisance, as long as you do not restrict sunlight penetrating onto your strawberries. When you're harvesting, ensure that you harvest them gently. They are very fragile fruits. Pick them from their stolons and place them gently into your container. Ensure that you have used good mulch so that they are not dirty. When you harvest them, you can pack them and then they'll be ready for your market. I hope this has been useful to you. I hope we've been able to give you some good points and some hints about how you can grow your strawberries effectively. Feel free to drop us a line, ask us any question you may have, and also send us pictures of the strawberries that you're doing. We'd like to see how you're getting on. All the best from Coopers and happy farming.